Okay, Michael, here we go. We're going to just ask some questions. It's how we want Bachelor Nation to get to know you better. So these are easy little questions that we ask, and give us your answers here. First one is, who was your favorite band or musician when you were in high school?
Wow.
High school. Wow. Probably the Beatles. The Beatles I still think they're the best band, a rock band that ever existed, probably ever will. But a close second for me is REM. They were, I was a little out of high school when they came along, but I love REM.
I
old
love
are you,
REM
Michael?
too. And my kids, when they first came out, I said to my kids something like, I love REM. And they went, what? Mom, it's REM. I said, I don't care who they are. I love them. That's so funny you
Yeah.
said that.
How old are you, Michael?
I'm 65.
Okay.
When's your birthday?
September 18th.
September
Came
18th.
and went. Yeah.
Okay.
Virgo.
A Virgo.
Yeah, just like my daughter.
My husband was a Virgo, September
And
6th.
what is your favorite way to unwind after a long day?
Oh gosh, that's a good question. If it's a long day, a stressful day, working out always helps, right?
Really? You
And
want to go
so
work out after that?
You work out at the end of the day?
I do. I'm that guy. I do and for that very reason, it's a stress reliever for me.
That's good.
And then I feel good about myself, and I go home and I have a beer.
I was just going to say, I'd cozy up with a glass,
Or a
of,
glass
wine
of wine.
and just
Yeah, exactly.
take a hot bubble bath.
Yeah.
Wow.
Little both.
Oh, so if you were going to, what would the title of your autobiography be?
So that happened. I,
Oh, I like that.
I did too.
My brother said to me a couple years ago, Michael, you definitely live by the Chinese proverb, may you live an interesting life, but I think you take it to an extreme. And there's a lot of truth to that. It's been a roller coaster ride. So not
Yeah, we
dull.
sound a
but
lot alike.
sometimes the lows are a little rough sometimes. So.
For everybody, they are.
If you were stranded on a deserted island and you could only bring 3 guys from the mansion, who would they be?
Pascal, answered that very quickly, but he probably owns a boat, so he can get
He
us
probably
off
owns
that
the island.
Yeah, exactly. So he could just call someone and have us sent off. Yeah, I mean that's sort of like saying, who are the 3 guys who loved you dug hanging with them?
Wait, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. You need to repeat that. The 3 guys, what?
I need to repeat it to myself. It's like asking, who are the 3 guys you really dug hanging with the most while you were there, right? So I would say Pascal, and I wasn't there long. Pascal, Jordan, I really got a kick out of, and any of the other guys would be my 3rd choice. How's that?
Okay,
That's a
that's
little.
Oh,
bit
I
too
thought
much.
you were going to say Susan and me. I thought you were going to take
I
us
was,
with it.
you know, I actually was going to say, unless one of you 2 would like to come, because that would be better.
That'd be
But
much better.
It was funny because we had asked Chuck this question and he named his 3, and he had reasons for all 3 of those people being there. What you just said when you first yelled Pascal, I can't imagine being on a deserted island. With him, he'd be freaking out. There'd be nobody waiting on him. Nobody, no.
I
good
can't
cheer.
Yeah, I
imagine-
wouldn't have to.
Go ahead,
It'd be
Michael.
funny.
I wouldn't want to have to cook or do his laundry or anything.
Yeah,
that's
right,
for damn
right,
sure.
right.
But
Was he a
yeah,
character?
He's fun. He's a
Yeah.
hoot. You know, I saw Jordan and Pascal when I went up to Chicago to visit my sons, and we went out to dinner. And Pascal, he drove up in his Aston Martin DB8 with the top down, very Pascal.
Did
right?
he have a 20-year-old blonde with him?
He didn't. He left her at home.
Uh,
I think
And
it's
then we're on
40.
we walk out of the yeah, it is 40. We walk out of the restaurant. He gives me a hug and grabs me by the cheeks. He says, Michael, I will give you some advice. You must learn to live a more positive life. You must manifest positive things. This is the secret to happiness. And then he drives off in that car, and I thought, you know, dude, there's a little more to it than that. I think maybe.
But
What,
he
you
has
need
a
an
point.
Aston
He
Martin?
does have a point.
Well, this is a guy who's, you know, he's got a bountiful existence. Let's put it that way. So not just
so do
necessarily.
you. So do you.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah, I do. It's not quite as adventurous as Pascal's, but I don't know that anyone's is. Yeah, I probably
But,
should
yeah.
walk that back. If it's a weekend on a desert island, then maybe. But longer than that,
Yeah,
probably
you would
Jack.
think
'Cause
about
Jack
it
can cook.
again. I know. I was
Yeah,
asked one time.
that's what Chalk said. Jack, because he could cook.
Because he could cook,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
But you got to catch it first. I mean, you are on a deserted
Well, I'm a bit of a
island.
fisherman, so yeah.
All right, so
Okay, what do we have?
if you could bring back any fashion trend
Oh, God.
or old slang, what would it be?
I still use old slang, right? So I use things like hip and I dig this and yeah,
Groovy.
this is awesome. Awesome, I guess, is now old
Awesome.
slang. I'm told.
I still say
people are using
banging.
Oh
banging's
God,
good. Now it's banger. That was a banger of a time, and I've tried it a couple times. It doesn't
Doesn't
feel right
sound
coming out
right.
of my mouth. No, no. So those are the words that I think I still use. I still love them, and they still
Me
apply
too.
in my
Me
life.
what about a
Yeah.
fashion trend? What fashion trend would you bring back? I'm
For
gonna guess.
guys?
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that fashion is not your biggest thing. Put you in a pair of khaki pants and a V-neck sweater, and you're good to go.
Yeah, there's probably some truth to that. I'm a little bit more mindful of it maybe than that, but not a ton.
Well,
And
that wasn't an insult. That was just guys have an easier. No, that wasn't meant as an insult. Guys can put on a pair of khaki pants and they can go anywhere. Women have to spend days.
Well, maybe you could think of it like, what fashion trend would you like to come back that you saw women wearing?
Oh, there you go.
You know,
Hot
remember the
pants.
super low rise pants? Like there was 3 snaps or whatever.
I like those hip huggers. They were
That's
wearing
it.
those
That's
10
what they
years
were.
ago.
That's what they
Yeah,
were.
I did.
Not mini skirts or hot
They're
pants.
still in though.
Go-go
Maybe-
boots.
Maybe a little too much information in some of those. You know what I mean? But I dig those. I'm hip to that. So
Yeah,
there you
you're
go.
hip. You're hip.
You're
Hey,
hip.
what's something you've always wanted to do but haven't done as of yet?
Gosh, there's a lot of places I'd love to travel to that I never have. So definitely, that's definitely on my short list. As far as adventure goes, I really want to try jumping out of a plane with a parachute. But
Wait, we both said that too.
I
The 3 of
said
us
that.
are going to do it in 25. That's it.
I'm all in. I am all in.
Yes.
No kidding.
I'm still scared though.
Do you know that when I interviewed for the show, that is one of the things I said to the producer. And he said, "What's something you'd want to do that you've never done?" And I said, "I want to jump out of an airplane with a parachute." I think I'd have to do it tandem with someone because I don't think I'd have the courage
Not
to.
think, definitely.
You'd have to push me out of the airplane.
Yeah, I think you
Close
mentioned
my
that when
eyes
we were
and hope for
talking.
the best.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm all in.
All right.
What else you got?
I got. Let's see. What's one thing, Michael, about you now that you think would surprise your younger self?
Gosh.
That's a tough one.
Well, there's a couple things. I'm not sure if I should say them or not. The fact, I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure how young, but the fact that I'm divorced, that would surprise me. It's not in my background, and I'm a very traditional guy, and sometimes life unfolds in a way that you don't want it to. And not to get overly serious here, but that would probably be the thing that I'd be, wow, really, that happened, huh? So.
That is about probably the most interesting answer we've gotten to that question, I think.
How would you
maybe a
answer
little
it,
grim.
Kathy?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot here today.
Well, I'm curious.
I think that now you're going to make me cry. That I'm more resilient because
Than
of
you ever thought you would be.
because of what I've been through. Than I
Sure,
ever, Thanks, Susan. Thanks a
Sorry.
lot.
Okay, let's talk about fashion trends. Hey, Kathy, if you were on that deserted island, what 3 women would you be? Me knowing.
Oh,
I
that's
would be
so
there.
simple. I'd bring Susan, Nancy. Can I bring 4?
No,
Oh,
I know.
You have
tough.
to hurt
Just-
somebody's feelings.
Yes.
I'm not exactly.
Okay, we're moving
Michael,
right
I'm going
along.
to take
Let's
I'm
forget that.
taking you and Nancy, and
Take
that's
the
and
fifth.
and that's it.
What's the worst piece of advice you've ever been given?
Gosh, that's a tough one. The worst piece of advice
I'd like to
I've
answer
ever
the
been
best
given.
piece of advice. The worst is a hard one, I think.
Yeah, it really is.
Right? I didn't
Yeah.
write these, Michael, just so you
Yeah,
know.
we didn't write these. We're just asking.
I did not write these.
You don't have to answer it if you can skip. We can skip on.
No, I've got an answer for that. It's
Okay.
I've got an extra cigarette. Why don't you give it a try? See if you like it.
An
It took
extra
me-
what?
A cigarette. I quit 28 years ago, but boy, was it hard to do. And
Yeah,
that was 18 years after
What
I
was your
started,
brand?
so-
What'd you smoke?
Marlboro Lights.
I was a cool girl. Ooh, so bad.
All three of us here smoked.
The worst advice. I don't know if I've ever gotten that bad of advice.
What I can give you the best advice I've ever received.
But that's
It's
not
advice.
the question.
I prefer to be positive.
I like it. I like it.